Barry Eugene Wilmore, Captain, Navy. A career, you don't wake up and just go fly in space. It's a long process of a career's worth of, it goes all the way back. People ask me, when did you start training for space flight? And I'm like, when I was in 3rd grade. That's when I started learning cursive writing and start getting into fractions a little bit and, building those foundations. It starts, you got to have all that, so it's a long process. And so that morning you get up, you go, this is launch day. Wow. I hope it don't go like a lot of other launches where you scrub for any various number of thousands of reasons, and we actually go. And one thing people don't know, the reason they should, when the count gets below 31 seconds, everything is handed over to the shuttle itself, to the vehicle. And so there's very little chance of any external reason to cancel a launch. And the only thing really that will stop you from going is if something in the main engines, when they first light off the 3 main engines. So past 31 seconds, you're going, probably. I mean, the chances of not going are very, very, very slim. When you go for 31 seconds, I'm like, well, I looked over at the commander, he glanced at me, I'm like, this is it, man. Now, he'd been before, I hadn't. But wow, how cool. Literally leaving the planet, how cool. And that whole thought process, the day you wake up, it's coming. And you go through everything, you have your meal, you get everything ready, all your stuff. You've already said bye to your family. There's no seeing the family that day. That was all the day prior. They actually have a meal where your spouse comes out, and at the beach house, that's where they used to do it. And you could have 2 other guests or a couple other guests. My brother came. Anyway, had that little time. But the day of, getting up, getting ready, please don't let me goon anything away. Don't let me make any major mistakes. That's what you think of. And dude, you actually leave the launch pad and off you go. And that light blue sky gets darker and darker and darker the higher you go. And it's just, also, there's certain things that take place on launch, and the commander, Scorch, Charlie Hobop, he's calling out, the next is roll the heads up. That means you go roll heads down because you're bouncing your signals, your comm signals, off land sites out in Bermuda, out off in the Atlantic Ocean. But you roll the heads up and you start bouncing off of satellites, your communication. So you stay here for a while. At Mach 13, you'd roll the heads up. So he's saying the next item is roll the heads up. And what happens is a shuttle would not roll one way or the other. Its system would just pick one way, which was the shortest based on who knows what. So you never know if it was going to roll to where, if it rolled, say, I'm looking upside down as the pilot, I'm on the right side, looking out my right window. If I could see, I'd be looking up the coast of the United States. And if it rolls the commander's way, he will see the ground as it rolls. And I see nothing but black sky. But if it rolls my way, I get to see the ground, and he looks at nothing but black sky. So he said, next roll the heads up at Mach 13. And I looked and I said, it's going to roll my way. He goes, no, it's rolling my way. It rolled my way. So as it rolled, I can't see the coast because of the way the windows are. But as it starts to roll, I look out, it rolls my way, and I look all the way up the east coast of the United States. I'd never been to space before. I'd never been that high before. And I don't know how far I see. Virginia? I don't know. Way, way up the coast. And it rolls, and I watch it as it goes all the way down until I can see the southern tip of Florida. Of course, you're still under powered flight. But it was just, those memories are emblazoned in your mind. I mean, those are some memories you can't get rid of, even if you wanted to. I don't know why you want to, but I mean, they're just stuck in there. To have those is awesome. My first time in space, and weightless for the first time. There's reaction control system jets in the nose of the space shuttle, and they're firing like bombs going off with these orange blasts going off right in front of you as it's maintaining attitude. Those are the primary reaction control system jets. Initially, 2 hours into the flight, you transition to the verniers. 870 pounds of thrust to 24 pounds of thrust to maintain attitude. But before you transition, it's like bombs going off at your feet. And water vapor had separated from, when the space shuttle tank separates from the shuttle, water that has condensed on the outside is ice, and there's the sun's behind us, and there's like thousands of these, it looks like diamonds against this black sky, just glistening, and blasts And it was it was the most humbling moment of my professional career. Because I sat there in that seat, in that front seat of the space shuttle, and I go, why me? Why am I the guy, the pink body, getting to sit in here and experience this? And it's somewhat similar was when I got that call. Wow, you got to be kidding me. Why me? It wasn't, the magnitude was different, but it was very similar. Very humbling, like, why me? Thank you, Lord. I don't know why you're letting this happen, but I'll try to do the best with it. And off we went.